Good afternoon, good morning, buenos dias, boa tarde, buenas tardes. We are here today to hear and know a little more of the hidden gem of Costa Rica, and who knows better than Henry Rodriguez, the director of Terranova, our wonderful DMC in Costa Rica. So Henry, it's yours.
Thank you, Dominique. Thank you so much, as always, for arranging these amazing spaces for us to expose what's going on in Costa Rica. Hello, everybody. Pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Henry Rodriguez, like Dominique just introduced me. I am part of this amazing team at the Terranova DMC. And since we have already been doing some webinars in general about the destination, this time we wanted to devote these 25-30 minutes to present you some of the new things that are happening in Costa Rica, which are keeping us very excited, because it's great to see that our destination keeps evolving and keeps adding new and new products to the amazing diversity that we have in such a small country. We are going to focus today on three new locations or three new properties that are already operating in the North Pacific side of the country. Two of them are states, amazing villas within private states. And the third one, it's a hotel that it's actually located not by the beach, but towards the mountains on the Guanacaste province, which is also very exciting. So let's get started. I wanted to get started with this amazing sunset, just for you to have an idea of what you're missing out by not coming over to visit Costa Rica. So this is what awaits for you. And let's get started. Here we have the three different new locations or new properties that I was mentioning to you. We have our first option. It's, well, and like you see, they are very close from the Guanacaste airport, from the Liberia airport. So that airport has amazing connectivity with the United States to a lot of very important cities over there. So it's very easy to bring your clients down to Guanacaste and allow them to enjoy those amazing properties. We have the Hive, which is a fantastic house on the Papagayo Peninsula that has access to all the Papagayo amenities, but we're going to talk about that. Then we have an amazing secluded hacienda, which is a little further down, closer to, let's say, Tamarindo, to the Tamarindo area. This place is incredible. If you have this client who's looking to be in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by a private state all around the place, with access to three different beaches, which are part of the complex, and within this very high-end service, this is the place to go. And then we go inland to go towards the mountain of that beautiful dry forest area to find the Sweet Tree Hotel. So let's talk about the first option. Well, these are pictures of the three different locations. The Hive, this is the main entrance to the house. Then we have the Hacienda here, which this is one of the units where you will find the rooms. This is one of the bedrooms, let's say, which is 2 stories, and it has one bedroom downstairs and another bedroom upstairs. And then we have Sweet Tree on my left, on my right, sorry. And that thing that you see there is an observation tower that it's in the top of the property and overlooks the entire property, and also the valleys and the mountains that surround this property. Actually, from this tower, you are able to see the Liberia airport. So let's get in depth into the first option, which is the Hive. This is a private residence. They say that picture says 1,000 words. So I'm going to allow this picture to say 1,000 words for me, because it's really breathtaking. This is one of the main areas of the house, where you have the plunge pool area, which is an infinity pool. And then you have kind of an outdoor living room space with this amazing view to a small bay within the Papagayo Peninsula. One thing to mention, which is interesting, which is on this on the tip of the let's say mountain that you see in front of the house to the left, that's where the Ritz-Carlton is going to be located, which I'm going to talk very quickly about it later on. Okay. The hive is located about 45 minutes away from the Guanacaste airport. We can provide, of course, transportation from the airport to the property. You're going to enter the Papagayo Peninsula, and inside the peninsula, it's where you will find this house. The house is located in a cul-de-sac, which is amazing because it makes it even more exclusive because there's not going to be traffic going by through there. I mean, you're getting into that road specifically to get to the end of the road where the property is located. Okay. This is a little bit of what the house looks like inside. It has a total of 6 in-suite bedrooms, uh, 8 bathrooms. Of course, each bedroom has its own bathroom and walk-in closet. It can host up to 16 total guests, and they accept up to 4 children. The property, it's so beautiful, and I'm not gonna say it's not kids friendly, but the owners prefer to have kids um, a little bit away because all the art that is displayed around the house. And there is a minimum of 5 nights stay to stay in this amazing property. I had the pleasure to visit this property about maybe a month ago, and it is really something else. The owners of the house are Italians who came into Costa Rica, decided to build something beautiful in this paradise that they found. And boy, they made it. The house is incredible. Each room has its own personality. You will see tons of antiques. You will see a lot of art, modern art, and as well as antiques. Um, and again, I mean, every single room has an outstanding and breathtaking view to the ocean. It's one of those properties that you really have to see to fall in love with it. I mean, my words would definitely cannot describe it. The property, among the inclusions that it offers, it has breakfast included, which is something very important. Of course, there's dinner service daily as well. And something very attractive is that they have an open premium bar, which is daily and it's included. So you will have access to your lovely glasses of champagne, your amazing cognacs and whiskeys and very, very premium liquors with no additional cost. There's also, of course, full service staff, and the property comes in with 2 golf carts that you can use to move around the Papagayo Peninsula. Of course, from here, you have access to some other of the facilities of the Papagayo Peninsula, such as the restaurants at the Four Seasons or the Prieta Beach or the Prieta Beach Club or the golf courses in the peninsula. But when you reach this house, you will definitely will not want to get out of the house, believe me. In terms of dining options, like I mentioned, you have this amazing state-of-the-art kitchen, which is just incredible. I mean, I wouldn't dare to even cook, I don't know, uh, an egg there because I don't want to mess it around because it's so beautiful. But it comes, of course, with a chef, and the chef has amazing recipes. We were graded by some of theirs, and it was amazing. We didn't have the chance to have a full dinner or a full meal there, but all the snacks that they prepare for us were very, very incredible, and it was amazing. I mean, just staying here and having maybe dinner or lunch overlooking at the ocean from these patio furniture is just to die for. It's something really, really special. And of course, there are other amenities in the property, such as the infinity pool that you have been seeing on the pictures. We also have a screening room, which is beautiful cinema, which is quite large and very comfortable. There is a fitness area, and something interesting about the fitness area is that the roof, it's you can open the roof. It's kind of garage feeling, and you open up the roof, it clears up, so you have like real sunshine while you're doing exercise. This is something really special. There is, of course, a games area with different board games in table games. There is a small spa treatment room in a hammam, which is something very special. It's a very special addition to the property, and the this high-end kitchen and all this amazing equipment that you saw in a previous picture. That's a little bit of that first option. So this amazing state, it's not available for the New Year's, but it's still available for the week of Christmas. So if you guys have any very high-end client looking into something very unique last minute, that could be an option. And just to give you an idea, pricing there starts around $20,000 a night for the total unit. So if you divide it into the amount of people that you can host on the house, it's a very reasonable price, and it worth every penny. Let me tell you. And if you guys have any question,
Voilà.
maybe you see.
Exactly. I wanted to interrupt you because Marilyn has a question on the live. She said, beautiful home. The website does not allow me to search any dates. How do I do to click on the calendar? But of course, she can ask you, you can help her afterwards. She said,
Exactly.
also, photos are stunning. Are these images available to post on social media?
Yes, of course. If you guys need more pictures or images to use on your own social media, you can reach out. You will have my email at the end of the presentation. Just send me an email requesting that. We will give you access to the library that they provide to us. So you can use it also on your social media to kind of push this product, because I really, really, really think that it's something breathtaking that we need to just, spread the word about.
Now, Marilyn, you said you came a little late. So there is 6 bedrooms and it's up to 14 guests, huh? Correct? 14
Exactly. That's correct, Dominique.
Perfect. Thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, so let's go with the second amazing location that we wanted to bring to you guys on this presentation. And this, it's a very secluded location. Actually, is so secluded that by contract, we cannot provide the specific location of the property. This is a humongous hacienda. It's really, really big. You have access to 3 different beaches, and it's a working hacienda. So there is a section of the hacienda that where you will find horses, where you will find different crops, and there's another section that is devoted to leisure, where you will find the main house and all the different rooms that they have, as well as access to one of those beaches and a pool area. The property is located about maybe an hour and a half away from the international airport in the Guanacaste province, from the LIR airport, and it's quite close to that Tamarindo Playa Grande area that some of us already know. Okay, this is perfect vacation retreat, like it says there. It's just an impressive house. Actually, when you reach the house, the first thing that you see, or the entrance that you see, is this white picture that you see on top of the presentation. And you go down the stairs here, cross that door, and you go through a hallway where you will find on your right the kind of a living room space, which is what you see on the picture below it. And to the other side, you see a huge dining room space. It's great for small groups, for big families. This is perfect for that client who's looking for exclusivity and privacy. To get to this house, you have to cross the entire state, and that is going to take you some 20-30 minutes, depending on the fact that you will see some cows along the way, or you will stop by this small lake that you have to cross to see birds. So, just to get to the house, you need to cross the property, and that takes quite a while. There's also an airstrip on site the property, but right now they were kind of working on the carpeting on the floor of the airstrip, so it's not exactly working right now, and it allows only smaller aircrafts to land there. So we would have to do one or two charters depending on how many people is traveling to come into the house by plane, let's say, and we can connect that from the international Liberia airport. The house actually has four guest rooms that actually accommodate four people each because they are 2 stories. So on the first story, you will have a king size bed, and on the second story, you will find two twin beds. So it's ideal for families with kids who want to give them some privacy, and all this, like you see on the picture on the top, all the four guest rooms are located around the main house, which is the one that has the kitchen and the living room space and the dining room space. In total, actually, you can house up to 16 people on this property, and they do have a requirement of a 7 nights minimum stay, which is something important to keep in mind. This is a picture of the airstrip, like you see here on this slide. And well, talking about, and this on the top, you see the living room space and some of the horses that you have access to during your stay at the property. Um, some of the inclusions are household staff. You will have full concierge service. You have a chef, a sous chef, you have waiters, and you have maids taking care of the cleaning of the rooms on a daily basis. The property staff also, which includes gardeners, horsemen, maintenance staff, etc., who will be there to assist you and to make sure that you have a fantastic stay. You have also a naturalist guide who is on site, who's going to be there with you all the time. We provide a 4x4 car that you can use inside the property. And if you want to go out as well, of course, you can do it as well. Meals are included in non-alcoholic beverages as well. Something important to mention is that alcoholic beverages are not included on this property. So those are added on to the final tap of the house. Um, there's also use of water toys. You have kayaks, boogie boards, paddle boards, snorkeling equipment, fishing equipment, and that's also included on the state. You have different hikes and natural tours, as well as horseback riding that can be done around the property. And since this is such a large state, you have access to kind of hills with some kind of forest, as well as lowlands, including 3 beaches. So it's very diverse, and you're kind of in your own private island, I dare to say there. There's a tennis court as well that can be used, and we of course provide meet and greet at the airport in Liberia, and transportation to this amazing state. Um, Here are some of the amenities of the property. As you see, they have this cute pool area that has a little bit of a water drop towards the left-hand side. The living room space is very beautiful. It's one of those amazing local, very tall roofs, which are very windy because you are in the middle of the dry forest at the end here, so it's quite hot. So it's very comfortable to be there. And they have on this on the picture on top on the left, you will see some kind of a small fire pit area that during the day it's just a living room space, an outdoor living room space, and it can be converted into a fire pit. These are more pictures of the house. They have this amazing, very old um, oven. The oven is made out of. It's a traditional oven actually. It's made out of dirt, let's say, and you can put together pizzas there. You can put together local treats there, which are very popular in that part of the country. Some kind of different types of bread, and it's just incredible. So this is a little bit of before going to the next one, this is a little bit of that hacienda in Guanacaste. Is there any question that anyone wants to have
No,
about this one?
I don't see any question on this one,
Okay,
but it's
perfect.
amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah.
It is really incredible, Dominique. You should see that in person. It's
And I
really, really something else.
never heard about it before either. So like the first one, like the hive.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go to our third option, which, like I told you, remember that treehouse that you used to play when you were a kid? This is the upgraded version by far. This property is a dream for people who are into architecture, because just taking pictures of the units, it's going to be like a full day activity for one of the days there, because of the beauty of this property and because of the interesting architecture that it shows. As you can see in this picture, they are all the rooms are mimic within the forest. And something important to mention is that this picture was taken in the rainy season, so you see a lot of green around, but this is actually tropical dry forest. So by the months of January, or between December and April, this picture is going to be a lot different, because there's going to be more brown around, and there will be better options to view, because you won't have the foliage of the trees blocking the view from the rooms. And as you see on the top, you have that observation tower that I mentioned, which, by the way, I can imagine being there tonight, for example, to see that full moon from that tower. You could maybe feel like you're going to touch the moon. It will be so incredible. The property is located in Sardinal, which is a community around maybe an hour and a half from the Guanacaste, from the Liberia airport, maybe a couple of hours. It's a very rural location, but it has access about maybe an hour away to go to a nearby beach. So something that we have done with clients there, because we have already sent a few clients there, is that we can provide them a day at the beach, because we take them to the beach, they go in, or take maybe a boat to do a boat around, or just spend the day at the beach and then go back to the hotel. This is the Sweet Tree Hotel. The property has only 7 suites, so it's a very boutique property. Amazing, again, architecture. I can say this enough, because it's really, really interesting. We stayed there as with my entire team about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more, 5 weeks ago, and the experience is something really, really extraordinary. Um, this is something that targets a lot more, maybe a more adult crowd that will enjoy the views, that will enjoy the peace and quiet. Even though you have things to do in the property, there are a lot of hiking trails, and you have a lot of local activities to do. This is a property to lay back, relax, enjoy the views. It's a paradise for bird watchers, of course, and it's such a fun place to go. It's just such fun. The bathrooms are very interesting, because they are cylindric, and they are huge. And the room itself, it's very interesting. They all feature a king size bed and a bunk bed that is actually behind this wall that you see on the king size bed. Some of the units do have a jacuzzi on the base, and then as you see these stairs here. Those are the stairs that you use to go to the rooms. You may wonder, what about people with some kind of a disability, or people who doesn't want to go up the stairs that much? There is one of the suites, which is a garden suite, that has the same layout of these rooms, but it's at the floor level. So you don't have to go any stairs. This is actually the suite that I was telling you, the Laurel suite, which is the one that is right by the garden. And as you see, you have full access to go to the suite without walking up any stairs. They only have one unit of these ones. Then we have the other, the treetop suites. There are three treetop suites. As you see, the unit here is so unique. This could be maybe 3 stories tall. You have a couple of stories going up the stairs, and then the third story is where the room itself is located. Um, it has, of course, kind of a small desk area. And the nicest thing to enjoy is actually the balcony that surrounds the unit, because you have almost a 360 view on those balconies from the all the land around the property. And then we have two treetop suites, which are the ones that, besides the treetop suites, you have the jacuzzis on the top, on the bottom. Sorry. Look at this picture. I mean, isn't this amazing? You have your beautiful bed. You're surrounded. You can open up all the windows and the doors to go up, to go down to the balcony, and you get to see this amazing scenery around the property. I'm sorry, there's just one treetop suite with jacuzzi, which is this one, the one that you see on the picture. As you see on the base, you have the jacuzzi area. You have a little bit of a living room space there with a couple of couches, and also you have a fire pit, and that it's for all those suites. In this one in particular, you have the addition of having a jacuzzi, and then you have all that stairs to go up to the main room. Let's see some of the amenities on the property. You have the Taro restaurant. That restaurant is really impressive. They have a chef who graduated at the Cordon Bleu in Paris and came back to Costa Rica. He's actually a teacher. He teaches in a couple of our universities on culinary arts. And this is a young guy, because he's quite young, and but he has done an amazing work putting together this international cuisine that he learned with local ingredients, and the turnout is impressive. You can get beautiful a beautiful 7-course dinner going through different aspects of the Costa Rican cuisine with a very elevated experience. So this is something to really try. It's one of the highlights of the property, even though you may say that the rooms are the highlight. Well, the restaurant is also one of them. You have some stone pools, sorry, which are basically the pool area of the whole property, which are also quite nice. It has a pool bar. The lookout point is incredible. You have to go there. We have thought about doing some stargazing up there. It's amazing to have maybe a proposal, for example, in the sunset. I mean, it's the most amazing place to propose. It's really interesting. They have a massage area as well, with a small spa focused on massage. You have golf carts, sorry, and e-bikes that can be also used in the property. And there's a boogie that walks you around the property. Something important to mention is that the amenities are molten brown and are amazing. That's something that you will not expect in a property located in such a rustic area of Costa Rica. Like I was telling you about the Taro restaurant, the food there is impressive. And something very interesting is that they take advantage of every single product. Nothing it's wasted. Like they were telling us, for example, that they use, I don't know, let's say the pineapple. So they serve the fruit on your breakfast, and the peels of the pineapple go into a process to turn them into a very local and very tasty, actually, drink that we have here in Costa Rica. So the food experience, the gastronomic experience, is really elevated and very interesting. And I think, yeah, that's what I had to tell you about the sweet treat. Do you guys picture yourself on those amazing rooms? Because I can't wait to go back and spend more than just one night, which is what I did on my scouting trip. Any question about this one, Dominique?
No, I think, Ryan, you said loving all this property. Marilyn said you offer transfer from the airport. But
Yes, we do.
voilà.
Of course we do.
Exactly.
Okay, so remember I told you at the beginning that I have a bonus for you? Well, let's go with my bonus, because we were talking.
Everything was a bonus. I mean, those are property I think nobody knew, and amazing. Huh?
Awesome. And there's one more thing coming, which is our amazing Contiki Guaira luxury private jet charter for Costa Rica. It's not only a charter. I mean, we can sell it as regular departures. These departures are going to start in the month of January, and they are going to do a tour around the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. These are some of the routes. I mean, this is the route and some of the points that we will look at. We will start at Los Sueños, which is only a 2 hours drive from the San Jose International Airport. We will do the Tortuga Island, which is a little bit here, more on the Gulf, not on the peninsula. And then we will go and visit Manuel Antonio. We will go down to the Caño Island, Puerto Jimenez, then go inside the Sweet Gulf to Drake Bay and also Golfito. This is an amazing experience. It's something very new. These guys have ships in Ecuador, but they don't do Galapagos. They do actually the coast of Ecuador. And because of El Nino, actually, the Ecuador coasts are getting too hot and the waves are getting a little bit out of control. They decided to move one of their ships to Costa Rica. So as of January, we are going to be able to offer you these amazing exploration style experiences in the country. Very quickly, the ship, well, these are some of the pictures of the outside public areas or outdoor lounges of the ship. There's a little jacuzzi on the top, and these are some of the indoor spaces. They have, if I'm not mistaken, 8 rooms or 6 rooms, 6 rooms actually. All of them are suites, of course. So this is perfect for charter, for a small family or for a small group of friends getting together to go out on a navigation through the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. And we can offer you the charter option, but also we can sell the separate cabins. These are some of the staterooms, as you can see. And like I told you, I'm not going to go in depth into this one because this is not the star of this show. We wanted to showcase the other 3 properties, but we just signed the contract this week with them. So I couldn't wait to give you at least a little glimpse of what this is going to be. Something also interesting is that they have all the water toys, which sometimes you get a few. They have it all. They have from the rafts to the kayaks, to the snorkeling gear, to the ramp to go down to the water. Like, you have all the toys over there. And that's a little bit of what I wanted to show you today. I'm doing good in 32 minutes, so I think I did good. Dominique, you tell me.
Yes. And Marion would like to know, she said it's amazing. When are the water the most calm? What is the best time to visit?
For the ship specifically, you say?
I would think so, yes. That's my last question. So it's
for the ship, since everything is focused on the Pacific coast, both those voyages as well as the properties, definitely the best time to travel to this location of the country will be from December all the way to May, before we get started with the rainy season in Costa Rica. Okay, yes, Marion confirmed that it was indeed for the boat. All right, thanks. Marilyn, you said phenomenal properties. Marnie, you said fabulous presentation. Céline, you said bonjour, and to Henri. Bonjour, Céline, ça va? Karen wants to know, is there a minimum night at the Suite 3? Minimum night? No, there's no minimum there, but of course we recommend at least 2 or 3, because you need to stay there a few nights to really get to enjoy the property and to get to enjoy the gastronomic experience, which, if you ask me, is one of their higher and stronger points. Yep. And Paul, you said you enjoyed the moon last night in Toronto. I have not seen this. Awesome, Paul. Well, thank you, everyone. Then, but indeed, it was really interesting. And whatever, it's a little buyout or a hotel, but the hotel was so small, it's a great buyout as well. Huh? Exactly. I mean, all those properties can be actually buyout. Yeah, all of these are great buyout. So let me see. There is Nancy wants to know what was the answer. What the answer for the best time for the yacht? You said December to May, huh? December to May, but actually right now the yacht is operating only December to April. December to April.
All right, perfect.
They will see, because they want to see how it goes. Even though the rest of the year it's kind of a rainy season, it's very interesting because on the Pacific, remember that the months of September and October, we get whales migrating from south to north. So it will be very interesting to operate the ship on those months, to be able to witness that migration.
Yep. So Henry will send you the recording, we'll send you the presentation, and of course, we'll take care of all transfer, tours, booking. You're in good hands. Tamara wants to know, what was the approximate nightly rate on the second villa? She's asking.
Oh, apologies, I didn't mention that. You're right. On the second villa, the pricing starts at $14,000 a night. Yeah, and for Sweet Tree, I didn't mention that it's only 590 plus taxes a night, with breakfast included. So it's a very, very different, outstanding product, and it has an introductory rate that we cannot wait to get to enjoy.
Nancy wants to know the cost for the yacht.
That one, I am working on it. I don't have that full information yet, Nancy, but I can follow up with you and let you know that. Like I told you, we just signed the contracts and everything this week. So they are working on the structure to give us something very attractive, since we are one of the only 3 DMCs in Costa Rica who will be able to sell this product.
Bravo. Marion wants to know how many staterooms on the ship.
8 in total.
Wow. So again, everything today we saw
8.
is a great little buyout.
Exactly. So if you have families, if you have small groups of friends, maybe, I don't know, even a small, very intimate wedding, destination wedding, you have the couple and maybe other 5-6 couples joining them on that special trip. Those are fantastic options for something like that.
And the Sweet Tree, it's perfect for honeymooners. Look, and plus the price is great.
It is amazing,
and
it's so beautiful.
Also for incentive and meeting an incentive little group. This is
Definitely.
Really
Small board of directors.
Costa Rica was already so popular, but if now you're coming with new property and at that level, that's
Yeah.
great. I'm happy for
Yeah.
country.
And well, talking about new properties coming, like you said at the beginning, of course, we can wait to have Habitas opening in the Santa Teresa area, which is such a fantastic area. And we have also a Ritz-Carlton opening in Papagayo. And we are also working, this is a longer project on One and Only, and also on a Waldorf Astoria, who will be opening on the Pacific coast as well. So stay tuned, because Costa Rica keeps evolving and keeps getting new players on the game.
And the Liberia airport has been renamed the Guanacaste Airport.
Exactly. It's still LIR, but now it's the Guanacaste Airport. Exactly.
Which is more convenient talking about Costa Rica.
Definitely.
So, and then, you can watch all our webinars if you have missed some on our YouTube channel, Dominique Debay Collection, and you can always reach Henry on our www.letsconnect365.com if you want to follow Zoom meeting with Henry or any of our other partners. I wish everyone a good afternoon, and see you soon again on one of our webinars. Thank you, Henry. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dominique. Thank you, everybody. See you in Costa Rica. Pura vida.
Pura vida.